Adding and editing posts and pages. The process for adding a post or a page is pretty much the same. And the same thing goes for editing. So we're going to do both of these in one batch. The difference being, of course, if you want to go to posts, you go here. And if you want to go to pages, you go here. So, how do we create a new post or a new page? Once you've logged into the dashboard, you can navigate to the Pages section, and here you can find Add New. Or you can select it directly from the flyout navigation under Dashboard, Posts, Add New. In this case, we're going to be adding a post. Let's say it's a customer project. First thing we want to do is enter the title. After that, we can move on to the content. There is one thing I'd like to note at this point. You will notice this permalink has just been generated. If you've seen the original screencast regarding logging into WordPress, we discussed the location value of the web page you are viewing. Whatever you see here is what will be output in this window here. So this location bar, again, dictates what you see here. Well, how does that get set? Well, in WordPress, you actually have the ability to control that. So you can view this as the title of the document that humans can read. And you can view this as the name of the file itself that Google goes and looks at. It's good for these to be simple, and WordPress makes that easy. For now, let's go ahead and give it a fancy project title like My Fancy Project. Here we can enter content. This looks nice and simple, but it's missing a few of the things we'll need. Click here to show the, quote, kitchen sink view. 90% of the time you'll be styling your content by selecting these options here. The reason we do this is so that the website's style sheet technology can actually control the look. Typically your headlines will begin with a header 2, so let's say, wow, this project was so great. And now I can tell you all about it. There we go. So now we have some bogus content in here for our bogus post. And we can set this as the title. In order to change the formatting, we don't think of it so much as manually sitting here making it bold and then making the text, this way or that way. It's best to simply select the text that you want to change and choose one of these pre-formatted selections. That way anything that we've done to your theme to choose how your headlines look will be applied. Otherwise you'll be missing some of the benefits that your theme provides. So we'll make this a heading 2. And voila. If you're going to create a post, another thing you want to be careful to note is what category you'll be posting to. In this case, this is a project, so I'll be selecting the projects category. I could also put it into multiple categories if I wished, or none whatsoever, in which case WordPress would automatically put it in uncategorized. I'll select projects. After that, we want to talk about setting the featured image. The featured image setting can be, of course, moved, as any of these panels can be, but it's typically located at the bottom right of the screen. Here we'll click Set Featured Image, and we can choose to browse our existing media library, or we could even upload a file from our desktop. In this case, I'll pick something from the media library. We can choose to enter a more friendly title. But at any point, we can just choose to set this as the featured image. When we're done, we hit publish to publish our post, and it should appear on our website along with our other posts. Voila, my fancy project. So there we are. To edit a post or a page, you can always find a link here at the top, as well as many other useful links and shortcuts. And usually you'll find an edit button right at the end of the text. So let's say that we found out this project isn't so fancy after all. And maybe saying the word title in your title isn't so great either. And maybe it wasn't so great, it was really great. And perhaps we want to add a gallery. Again, we use our similar media insert. Note that wherever you click here in the content is where whatever you insert will be. So if I click here before the paragraph, it's going to kind of cram it in there. So let's go ahead and just add some room between these two, and I'll add my gallery there. To add a gallery, I simply choose Create Gallery. Select the images that I want to use in it. I can give this a title, the My Project Gallery. And I can throw this thing right in just by create new gallery. Select our columns. And we can choose to drag and drop to rearrange these if we want, or make them random. Later on, if we want to edit this gallery and we want to add more images, don't forget about this Add to Gallery link. We'll get into that later. Let's insert our gallery. There it is, and here you see this appears to show as a stand-in for our gallery. But let's see what it looks like when we look at the actual page. We always click Update to save our changes. And now I will view the post. Ah, that looks nice with the 6-column layout almost. But you know, see how this caption doesn't really go in there? And maybe we can't quite fit 6 images in a row. So let's go ahead and change our columns and maybe edit this little thing here. We edit the post, of course, using the links that you find up here. I can click on the gallery, and here I can erase it if I wanted to, but in this case I just want to edit it. I can add new images if I wish. Let's make it a nice even number. And I can change the number of columns. And we can update that. Now just because we've updated gallery doesn't mean we're off the hook. We still have to update the post. So be sure to click Update. We can also edit our location, also known as your permalink. Let's take a look at what we've got. That's a little bit nicer. It's got some flowing issues, and we forgot to remove the caption, but I hope that gives you the idea in general of how to go in and edit a post. Thank you very much, and good luck.